What's up, agents, and welcome back to another Division video. A new exotic P90 coming to the game. Well, that seems to be the rumors that are flying around right now all over Reddit and social media, so let's take a look at it. Before we do though, don't forget to like, share, comment and subscribe. Join my community Discord down below in the description, and make sure you are all having a very Merry Christmas. With all that said though, let's get straight into it. So let me flip over to the images. Here it is. This is what's flying around, this IMG that's going around right now, and it looks pretty crazy. Like some wasp coloured. I think that's the talent that comes with it as well anyway. But first thing we need to take a note of right away here is how the stat allocation is laid out. And you can notice actually it looks like it actually gets an extra stat. So this top one here usually is weapon damage for us. And then if we took a look at, any other SMG, we would get SMG damage and crit hit chance, SMG damage and crit hit chance, and then something else on the bottom. But it's also got another stat here as well. So it's all laid out very different. It's got like an extra attribute in there. And somebody's very kindly translated that, and we can take a look at what they've said here. So you can see here, it's called the Endless Pursuit. It's an SMG. It's got this lovely inscription: the more power you have, the more enemies you need to defeat. That's the responsibility. Feels a bit Spider-Man-esque. And then we've got the single shot damage. Well, this is already different. So it says here, inaccurate because the Chinese version of Division 2 has changed the global value of enemies' HP and weapon damage to cater for the weapon upgrade system. And that's something we'll talk about in a little minute. And I've only got kind of vague memories of something Hamish said in a State of the Game a long time ago. But I'll kind of go over them, and then hopefully some of you guys can remember better than I can and chip in down below in the comments. We've got the rate of fire. So it looks like they've had some kind of rate of fire increase, because it should be 700. Maybe they're wearing strikers or something, and a 58 magazine. So the attributes, we've got headshot damage, damage to target out of cover, damage to elites, which is definitely interesting because we don't have that anymore. That's obviously still in the Chinese version of the game, but we don't have that anymore. And then rate of fire, all unlocked by default because every weapon consumes materials to unlock each attribute and upgrade from 0, and thus every weapon has one or more special attributes. And again, very different to how a game plays. We don't have to unlock attributes on guns or anything like that. And if you're wondering if this gives you a bit of a Resurgence vibe, it certainly does, because I feel like what I remember is that the Chinese version of the game, there's much more of a paywall included with it, where you can pay to win, I guess, stats with buying premium materials and and things like that. The games run much more like a mobile game rather than the game that with us, we just kind of buy it, and then you get the option to buy, skins, or you get the season track or things like that. So this game's run very differently to ours, and therefore I think all the stats, I think the content's probably the majority of the same if I remember right, but everything else is balanced incredibly different. We go down to the bottom here and we get the talent. Now the talent sounds ace, don't get me wrong, but it sounds incredibly powerful. So Wasp Strike, killing an enemy within 15 meters grants the following bonuses for 20 seconds. 10% weapon damage up to 30 stacks. 10% crit damage up to 30 stacks. When the bonuses are active, you have 30% chance to apply a 5-second poison effect to your next target on hit, and killing that target refreshes the bonus duration. For every enemy killed, the bonus duration will be decreased by 0.5 seconds. And then there's a few more screenshots of it here before we get to a huge amount of ads that this site contains. And that's going to be it. So what I remember about the game is I did cover it a little bit. I feel like it's run much more like a mobile game, if I remember correctly. I'm pretty sure this isn't the only different gun that they have. I don't know why this one's all of a sudden popped up. Maybe because it looks kind of special and it's got some really powerful stats. But I don't think we share the majority of guns anyway. I think there's other exotics that game has, and other gear that game has, and talents that, because it's, I don't like saying the words pay to win, but because you can pay for certain stats and attributes and things like that in the game, that actually you're much more powerful. I believe that they're much more powerful in what they get than what we are, because it's got to feel overbalanced because you're paying for it. If that's what I mean, if that's what if that makes sense. I hope that kind of makes sense. Much more like a mobile game does. You know, if you plow enough credits into something, you want to feel like you bought something, and I think that's how that game's balanced. Now, I know a lot of people are saying, why are there so many Chinese spammers in our game? I guess that's just the way it is with you know, these types of games. But yeah, I would be interested to see if I could ever play this, but I just don't think it's actually possible to even play it and try any of it out. It would be hard, obviously, not having no translation. I guess it doesn't have any English options in the game anyway. But it would be interesting as a Division fan to at least try it out and see how good it is. I don't even know who it's developed by. If you know who it's developed by, let me know in the comments down below. I guess there is some interaction with Massive, there must be, but I don't think the Massive maintain and do it on a daily basis. Not that I know of anyway. I almost forgot that the Chinese version even existed. So let me know in the comments down below what you guys think. Maybe we will get a version of this gun in the game, but certainly not with these stats, certainly not with damage to elites. You know, and I think that talent could be outrageously good. So definitely would be interesting to see if it ever did show up. Let me know in the comments down below what you think though. And yeah, let's hope we can get some more of these. If anything, you know, they're interesting to see, right? Any of the other different gear variations that they have, they are interesting to see. And if anyone has a sneaky way of us being able to play this, slide into my DMs. I'm definitely interested. I would love to at least have a go with it. That's it for today. I don't know if this is going to be the last video before Christmas, so if it is, make sure you all have a very Merry Christmas. Thank you for all your support, and I will see you all in the next one. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Bye-bye.